Hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. I'm a little bit late. I'm a little bit late. I do apologize. I was at work. But I think what we're going to do today, we're going to do some more Ace Attorney. And only Ace Attorney. So where we left off, I think we finished chapter 4, episode 4 of Ace Attorney, the first game. Now we're moving on to episode 5, which I did not expect there to be one. Tim, I just smashed my TV in front of 30 guests at my party because of the game. My wife took our crying kids and said they're spending the week at a hotel. This team has ruined my life and my party. I can't handle this anymore. I am no longer a fan. And Kat, welcome in. Hello. I think I recognize or I remember that copy pasta, Tim. It's pretty funny. Oh, it's so nice. Oblivion today? Unfortunately not. Oblivion will be on... Hold up a second. Let me see my schedule. Oblivion will be on Thursday. Because today is going to be a bit of a shorter stream. So I don't want to steal Oblivion away from you. So Oblivion will be on Thursday along with Hitman. Because Hitman's having that big update with the Sakura Bowler on the 17th. So we'll do Hitman on Thursday, and then we'll play some Oblivion. Tomorrow is going to be Metal Gear Solid. And then today is going to be Ace Attorney, which is very, very nice. I found this new copy pasta. Yeah, it's pretty good. Also, did I just break my neck there? Hold up. Okay, no, I didn't break my neck. I was going to say, I was like, what the heck? I just saw my neck break, but it's fine. But yeah, today's gonna be more Ace Attorney, and that's gonna practice a little bit because I gotta find a nice pace to what's it called, to read. Because I did say in the Discord that I wanted to get started with like maybe reading like a book on stream, not like long books, but like shorter books maybe. Because like I have so many books. Like I love going to the bookstore to buy books. I just don't have time to read them, mostly because I'm busy with work. But if I can read books on stream and read to you guys, then it's fine. And the cool thing about books is that it's not copyright. I mean, books are copywritten. You shouldn't like pirate books. Bad. Pirating books bad. But I don't think there's any rules about me reading a book on stream. I don't think they'll stop me. I'm just saying words. Like, I don't know. Like I have some good books here, like right to my side, because my bookshelf is on my left. I have like let me see. I have The Terror by Dan Simmons. I have the Ancillary Justice series by Ann Leckie. I have Blind Sight by Peter Watts. I have The Rim of Morning. I can't see the author from here, but I also have Dune. So I have a lot of books. And this is just my bookshelf in my office. Like my bookshelf in my other room has a lot more books, but I'm thinking about like actually reading a book. Maybe I'll start off with a short story because I don't want to like grab a book and go like, all right, cool, 800-page book, let's go, and start reading. I don't want to do that. I really don't want to just take up the whole stream going like, yeah, let me read this book, like this tome, this epitaph. I don't want to do that. So maybe I'll start off with like a smaller book, maybe I'm trying to see what kind of small book I got. The thing is, I want to push the limits though of like what I can read on stream, because I think there's like a limit, like definitely, because I have this other book. I haven't read it yet, but I heard it's pretty bad, like in terms of like violence. Also, this music is going crazy. Hold up a sec. There we go. Nice. I wanted something a little bit more chill, but I got this other book, and I'm a little bit worried because like there's got to be a limit of what I can read on stream, right? I'm not sure if you guys heard of, I think his name was Ken McCarthy. Yeah, Ken McCarthy. No, is it Ken McCarthy? No. What the heck is his name? McCarthy, The Road. So the only other book I read from this, Cormac McCarthy, The Road. Also, Yam, welcome in. Thank you so much for the posture check. Daggerfall, when? I really do want to play Daggerfall. I skipped over Oblivion. Daggerfall, I have Daggerfall on GOG. It's pretty fun. Do you know about James Patterson? Who the heck is James Patterson? Let me see. James Patterson. Let's see, what did he make? It looks like a bunch of like serial killer, thriller series. That looks pretty cool, honestly. What's his most famous book? Oh, here it is. Along Came a Spider. I've never even heard of what that book is. Man, install the anime mod, trust. I might do that. Some older games, I need like stimulation for my brain for me to stay interested, so maybe. But yeah, Cormac McCarthy. I read The Road when I was in high school, and it was like horrifically bleak. I don't want to read something like that, but there's another book that I have from this guy, and I'm a little bit worried because knowing how he writes, especially knowing how he wrote The Road, I'm a little bit worried about reading this book because it's called Blood Meridian, and like I'm not gonna spoil it because I haven't read it yet, so I don't want to read a synopsis, but I'm just reading off the Wikipedia page. So it's like it's called Blood Meridian, 1985 novel by author Cormac McCarthy, classified under a Western, sometimes anti-Western genre, 5th book. Although it was initially received lukewarm, critical, and commercial reception, it's become highly acclaimed since then, and it's widely recognized as his magnum opus, one of the greatest American novels of all time, and some even has gone so far to label it as the great American novel. That's a lot of praise. That's a lot of praise. And the only thing is, the violence in this book is pretty intense. Like, I don't know, like when you watch like a horror movie or like a movie, you can visually see it, but I feel like with a book like this, like how bad can it be? Like I heard it's pretty bad. So I kind of want to read it on stream because it's a bit short. I think like my copy of the book is like 200 pages. Yeah, it's one of the greatest novels of all time. Yeah, it is. And I've read that there was multiple attempts of trying to adapt the novel into film. So like trying to make it into a movie, but it failed every single time because production studios cannot, like, they will not take the risk on this film because that's how violent the movie is. Like, I'm reading the Wikipedia page here. It says here, screenwriter Steve Teach first adapted Blood Meridian into a screenplay in 1995. In the late 1990s, Tommy Lee Jones, the actor, acquired the film adaptation rights to the story and subsequently rewrote his screenplay with the idea of directing and playing a role in it, but the production did not move forward due to film studios avoiding the project's overall violence. That's how violent it is. Again, in 2004, another screenwriter and directly Ridley Scott entered discussions with a producer about adapting the book, with Paramount Pictures financing the whole gig. It ended up being scrapped because it would be a challenge for film standards because of the extensive violence that they would have. And then again, they tried in 2011. James Franco considered adapting it, but they ended up shooting a 25-minute test footage of it, but then eventually the production studio said, no, this is way too violent. And then in 2023, New Regency was trying to adapt it. Let's say it's adapting, blah, blah. Oh, this one's not canceled yet. Apparently, they're still adapting it, but it's been multiple times that they tried to put this book to film, and they couldn't because it was way too violent. So I'm thinking about reading it. It seems interesting. It seems really nice. And I have the book. I already bought it, so I might as well read it. But I'm gonna stop stalling. I've been stalling for like 12 minutes, 10 minutes already. Let's just get started with some Ace Attorney. So let's go ahead and do this. Bro, it's been centuries since I heard of Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah, he's still alive, I think. Is he? Hold up. Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah, he's still alive. He's like, wait, he's 78? He's so young. I thought he was old. What? Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones is 78 years old. Dude, Clint Eastwood. How old is Clint Eastwood? Clint Eastwood is like 94. Clint Eastwood has like a whole 15 years on this man. Holy, that's crazy. I thought Tommy Lee Jones was a lot older. Harrison Ford is 80 plus. Yeah, that's crazy. Is John Travolta still alive? How old is that man? John Travolta, he's 71. Okay. Damn, John Travolta looks kind of scary on pictures. Probably didn't when he was younger, but he looks kind of scary. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But let me stop stalling. I've been stalling for too long. So let me switch over to here. Pause the music. There we go. Let's get started. Okay, we're just gonna continue because we're on episode 5. We're gonna finish up episode 5 and we're gonna start Ace Attorney 2. Look at the graphics. Wait, it's full motion? No way. 2 people? Huh? No Metal Polar? Yeah, no Metal Polar. Metal Polar's tomorrow. Dude, what's happening? Dude, honestly, that looks like Mia. Where was this in the beginning? No, this is like after. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office, so this is after the last trial that we did. Maya ended up leaving so she can get trained up again for her spiritual training. So it's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. That kind of sucks, dude. Where's your money at, man? I've had offers, but none I took. As why the game did not show cutscenes since the start of it? Yeah, the game only showed like slideshows about what was happening. That was the first time I've seen like full motion in Ace Attorney. That's pretty advanced, pretty crazy. That is until the day the girl showed up. Or that girl showed up. February 22nd, 10:02 a.m., Wrights & Co. Law Offices. That's very close to my birthday. Wow. This is remastered, isn't it? No, I think it's just like adapted or ported from whatever console this came from. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Huh? Who? Huh? Who is this? Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. You never hired me. Dare desu ka? Who are you? Doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. I'm not Mia Fey. Huh? What is she talking about? Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm a dude. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey is no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Yeah, right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered though. That's a relief then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? I mean, undefeated. I've only worked like 3 cases or 4 cases. Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, Onegai, I'm running out of time. Or I'm out of time, but please, you have to help. It's my sister. Huh? Oh, I'm getting like flashbacks. Maya, could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma. Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. It reminds me of like Lotta Hart, who's a paranormal investigator. She looks very pretty. I would smash. No. No. We don't smash. No smash. A scientific investigator. Also, I like the pins that she has. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator, quote unquote scientific investigator. Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? You don't look like a scientific investigator. No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy or maybe just young. Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. That's why we don't smash, Tim. That's why. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age, no less. So, what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age, no less. Great, another future professional in training. Yeah. The case. So what's this about a case? You said that the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So, it's a murder case. Why is everyone underage in this game? Well, Nick isn't underage. Phoenix isn't. Edgeworth isn't. As a couple, I think Lotta Hart isn't underage either. So it's the murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? Yeah, that's weird. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Oh yeah, I feel like I'm talking down like she's a kid, but she is a kid. I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah, sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. I guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. But what's your relation to Mia? My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Imagine a man named Mia. That's crazy. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Oh, is she not close? Well, actually, when she gets like she is... Wait. Actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so nothing else to talk to her about. Let's go to the detention center. Well, in what universe is she living to think Mia's a boy's name? Yeah, a bit weird. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want a raise this year? Understood, ma'am. Wait, who is this person? What was that all about? Hello? Hi, Lana? Lana? Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Hello? Wait, she looks so like Mia? Wait, that's weird. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Oh, she knows who I am. Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is it you do? She's probably like a guard. No, this is Lana. My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. Wait, she's a chief prosecutor? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. How do I not know her? You're a prosecutor? That's crazy. 2 sisters, 1 a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Yeah, that's a bit weird, considering that she's a lawyer, her younger sister is a scientific investigator, and when you look at Mia's side, Mia was a defense attorney, but then her little sister Maya was a medium in training, so that's a bit weird. Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like Mia and Maya. Is there something wrong, Mr. Wright? They be getting that bread, yeah. So what happened? Something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. So you confessed? What am I doing here then? Huh? Wait, but the suspect is me. Watashi desu. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific, yeah. I was in the witness's disposition. A witness clearly saw me committing a crime. That's a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk. Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. Yeah, I'm gonna lose. My perfect win record is gone. So who is the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach by you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Yeah, like cop killer. Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have found me guilty. Yeah, pretty much. Gumshoe? I hope not. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. Lana, so you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure that the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think that you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Yeah, true. That's what I said. I was like, if I work in this district, I should know who the chief prosecutor is. They don't call it chief prosecutor here, though. They call it like, man, what do they call it? Like the district prosecutor or something like that, like in the U.S. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, your hand, yeah. Oh, this. I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Yeah, I'm gonna lose. time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? Relation to Mia. Also, you're gonna have some brekkie. Enjoy your breakfast. I have like my, not breakfast, but like my lunch here. I'm eating like what's it called? Pretzel stick. It's pretty good. You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years about her? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey, I'm an attorney too. It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different. She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. And that was probably why she was attracted to me. Attracted? Oh. Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was the best there was. That's being very humble. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it, yeah. Well, Mr. Wright. Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana. Why? Doshte? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. Yeah, she's gonna be all by herself. She has no family. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. Yeah, she will. That sucks. I hate you, Lana. Oh no. Mr. Wright. Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. Oh, she's actually hiring me. Okay. Cool. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Yes, Polar eating lunch at 8 p.m. Yeah, I didn't eat lunch at work today. I was pretty busy. Tomorrow I'm going to be pretty busy too. Damn. I still got to cook because I won't have time to go out for lunch when I'm at work. So I'll probably just buy something on the way there. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. Okay, cool. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh, about what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know? I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. And so soon. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling, everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that, yeah. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. I mean, I'm just bringing her along? Okay, cool. You're the new Maya. Congratulations. Let's go. February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. So this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to prosecutor's office should be like this. Yeah. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. I mean, you shouldn't say that to the cops who are trying to, like, get her thrown behind bars. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. Look, I'm trying to not stand out too much here. See? Hey there. You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Oh, Gumshoe? Partner? Huh? What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall. His name is Marshall. Look at him. Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Yeah, what the heck? Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel, but This is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? Is he the prosecutor? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti have out in the desert? Wait, huh? I can't read, sorry. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? That's whiskey. What are you doing? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. And he's gone. Was that, hombre a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective. Wait, he's a detective? Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. That's so weird. Let's examine. What's this? A wallet. Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing? Yeah, it's evidence. What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it back to the police. I don't believe it. This is a real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. Just steal this wallet. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. It is. Foldable wallet. There seems to be something inside. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you about the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay. Now, look at the court record. Okay. What is this? New mechanics on the last episode? You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle. Huh? Wait. Oh, this rotation scheme is crazy. What? What is this? It's 3D. Dude, this is the future. What the heck? Oh look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of enter. Oh my goodness. This is advanced technology. Oh, this is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189. See, well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I just opened a wallet. I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Who is this guy? Goodman's ID 5842189. Okay. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. That's so weird. That's crazy how they just added that in. Phone. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure? What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Okay, phone's broken. There's some weird barrels. Oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. Oh, moi. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. No, the crime was already committed. Oh, I'm gonna cough. Ah, there we go. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. You are suspicious. Very much so. Laddie-dadder. Stepladder? What's the difference? Yeah, what's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things. Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. All this seems so horribly familiar somehow. Okay, that's the exit. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both, like dual purpose. Aha, the theory of relativity. No, I can't follow along. I've got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know. Was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? He was German. Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? That's not his name. There's a weird ID card thing which I can't do anything with. What does that say? Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Looks very nice. Could you see the whole parking lot? You can see the whole parking lot from here. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe? No, it's security. Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. Oh, you know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. True. And the exit door. Look, a door. This must mean something. Yeah, it goes somewhere. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I failed to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Enough. And there's this weird thing here. What is this? This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade, hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how that makes any difference either way. True. Some vents. I think I saw everything there was supposed to see. Oh wait, slide. Whoa, a whole new world. Okay, cool. There's a cell phone. Here's the car. Let me look at the A first. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. Oh no, he's back. No, go away. I don't like this guy. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. God, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little frilly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle? Huh? Please, I'm begging you. No problem, partner. About time for vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find yourself a cerveza you like. Prospector's office? Probably prosecutor's office. Note to self, look up Vittles, Saloons, and Cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off my claim. Right, great. Great, maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Wait, he just said not to. Excuse me? Were you two all set? Us? Who? What's this? She couldn't be. Is she? No. Dude, this is some kind of parody. I'm living in a nightmare world. Are you kidding me? What is this? It's a nightmare. Scientists, cowboys, and this? What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Oh, delicious. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Crunchy goodness. Delicious. Oh, man, I would love some food right now. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without a clearance, especially passerbys. Or are you officers? But you, like, who are you? You don't exactly look like the type to have the clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass up on lunch. Oh, she knows who she is. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Oh yes, all the sordid secrets. Are you the witness? Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? She's the witness. I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? The witness clearly saw me committing the crime. She's the witness. Yeah, please, cough-up queen, tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. That sounds like an interesting name. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. She means it. Okay, cool. So what did you see? So what exactly that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. Now I feel, I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. Hold on, I'm gonna cough. Cool, there we go. I feel like I'm losing my voice. Sorry. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ear. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Multiple stabs! Wait, you know Lana Skye? Huh, of course. It's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? That's a bit weird. The case. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a dream of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. I love salmon. Destiny. Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know that foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity. Evil ones. Prosecutors. They have no qualms about blackening the name of innocence, yeah. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. King of Prosecutors? There was some sort of prosecutor convention yesterday. Yeah. I was almost compelled. Oh, I missed it. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew, disgusting. The most heinous of all the evil ones they awarded yesterday. It was in this car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? So the the king of prosecutors, that's his car. Really what? I'm totally confused. Yeah, I'm confused. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. Yeah. Angel. So your name is Angel? Can we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. We are in the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Nice. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? True. Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. Fish. The kind you can only tell who has tried General Tso's trilobite lunch set. Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of the trilobites, the tilebites flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyways, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyways, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. Yeah, you came here only to sell lunches. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis, not... Prosecutor's office. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha! Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. More like, kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure case of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Yeah, it's a bit weird. I can't present anything to her, so I'm gonna show her that I'm an attorney. Hey, I'm an attorney. A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme lunchbox? That actually looks pretty good. Wow, it's really crunchy. Yeah, those pickles are really nice. A box of pickles, kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Wrong! It's rice and pickle. That's pretty good. All right, let's move. High Prosecutor Office. Who is this guy? Room 1202. Who is this? I'm a little bit worried. I don't want to click next, but what I see is I see a whole bunch of stuff relating to like my previous cases, I think. That's the tea set from the first case where Mia was killed. That's the Steel Samurai. Is that Edgeworth's coat? And I don't know what this K here is, but it looks familiar. This is the kind of room that just screams I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What's that? A shield? The king of prosecutors, probably. It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? Is this Edgeworth's office? That voice. Oh. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. Oh, you heard that. Damn. No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. Don't throw me under the bus. You did that to yourself. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in a nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. He's gonna say it's my car. That would be my car. What of it? No. She called it nasty. Welcome back, Tim. Hello. We found some interesting characters. What? So we found out who the witness was, and then now we're visiting the prosecutor who won King of Prosecutor Award. So Edgeworth is here because we're in a prosecutor's office or in a building of prosecutors, and the body was found in his car. What? In your car? I'll say one thing, she can certainly scream. So the case. So the body was found in your car? That's weird. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? I defended you. No. After you went through all the trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. I mean, you're so willing to admit that now. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean, wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister then? Yes, sir, Emma Skye. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all, yeah. Now I remember you've really grown. I admit, it was a surprise for me too, to think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. That kind of sucks though, because like, if you want to go out somewhere, you don't have a car now. More surprisingly still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. Well, yeah, what did you say? Oh, he's the prosecutor for this case. Lana Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You, Mr. Edgeworth. She's betrayed. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. How did someone get access to his car? Did he lose his car keys? That's the one thing I'm trying to figure out. Did he leave his car unlocked? I don't know. What do you mean? Rumors. You heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Oh yeah, fabricate evidence and stuff. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. And he was involved. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Huh. some people need very little excuse to think ill of others, especially if they already have it out against you. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even went so far to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? That's got to be a story behind that one. Yeah, the king of prosecutors? The chief prosecutor, Sky. Yes, we worked together. We first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago? I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I've always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Wait, you believe that? I mean, he kind of has to believe that she did it because she's the prosecutor in this case. I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. That's weird. That's really weird. What? She screams a lot. Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? Also, why do you even have a knife? Is that like a letter opener? To be specific, it was a knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Still, I don't know about that. Edgeworth, he's like, take this bloody knife. Here you go. Take this bloody knife off of me. It's like, oh God, the cops should have this. That's weird. Edgeworth, what? Why do you have the knife? Are you sure you didn't do it? Okay, never mind. He's angry. Come on, can't he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Okay, cool. Let me examine this cool office. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Mumble of prosecutors. King of prosecutors. What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of prosecutors, kind of like employee of the month, only better. Why is that evidence? That's weird. Okay. See, I knew this was his office because he has the steel samurai here. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card in it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. Who the heck is Wendy? And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Let's go. If only Maya was here. Wow, I want one. There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée? Oh, wait a second. Wendy Oldbag? No. Okay, she found a new fan. Or she found a new person to like. She moved on from, what's his name? Jack Hammer to him. That's crazy. Tea set. Cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below it's a packet filled with tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. That's a little bit too much. I enjoy tea as much as the next guy, but I'm more of like the instant tea bag kind of thing. Look at this royal blend. What exquisitely splendid concoction. Nice. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. There is. Yeah, absolutely. Books. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up of my chest, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded a blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords are really sharp edges. Okay. And check out this poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges. Surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. No, it's nothing. I don't think it's nothing. That's a bit weird. His coat. Wow, that jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. That's his jacket when he goes all out, when he's serious. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll take a photo. She's getting way too excited about this. It's like she's at a zoo or something. His desk? A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. Nice. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Huh? Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Wait, is Detective... I'm trying to understand something. Why did I think of Detective Gumshoe? That's a bit weird. A bit concerning. Who is the detective murdered? It's this guy. His name is Goodman. He looks like this. That's the dude. Look at him. Wait a second. I can read. There we go. A name and ID number written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly. They're the reason why we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID. Yabba Dab. See? Wouldn't that be better? Yabba Dab. Yeah, it has a certain ring to it. Exactly my point. It doesn't take much to amuse her. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, Emma is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Whoa, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He's like, can you grab that for me, top shelf? Why do I keep imagining? Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on the ladder. That's weird. Why do I keep seeing Gumshoe? Comfy couch? Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I don't know. That sofa looks pretty uncomfortable, honestly. The most comfortable sofa is my sofa that I sleep in. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as pillows. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and the little creases on his cheek from the seams. No! Sofa hair is cool! No! It's not. Okay, and the view. Whoa! What a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. That's just simple, like, simple math. Okay, I think I found everything. All right. And there's nothing else for me to talk to you about. I want to present to you the King of Prosecutors trophy. What is this thing? So basically this says that you were the best of the best last year. You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why is that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where? Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. Well, I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? It's probably like prosecutors breaking through defense attorney shields. What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yeah. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Yeah, what happened yesterday, man? Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all the evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hand of the old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got this. Yeah. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. 5:12? So the murder happened at 5:15, 3 minutes later. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna cough. Yeah, very specific time. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I have to trust is solid evidence. Oh, the parking stub. Yeah. 512. Cool. This is the parking stub from the underground lots. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Who is this guy? Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief. Sir, I got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against the chief prosecutor? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. You gotta give me that report, too. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. Huh? I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir, I'm just following orders. That's what they all say. They told me to bring you this. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your... Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins. Officer Meekins. That's a weird name. Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Oh no. But I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Everyone's bullying this poor man. No. Right. You caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down. Yeah. Alright, he told me to leave, so I'm gonna leave. I got all the evidence I need. This is the weird lady, Tim. This is the lunch lady, the witness. Look at her. She is an interesting lady. A lunch lady. Alright, let's get out of here. Police department. Police. Oh, I'm sorry, Emma. Ooh, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? That's a bit weird, isn't it? Typically, prosecutors are like co-located with police departments because they work very closely. So that's weird. Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and the traffic wasn't even that bad. That's horrible. 30 minutes? 30 minutes. What's the lunch lady's name? I completely forgot what her name is. If I go to profiles, her name is Angel Starr, age 31. Mysterious lunch lady, witness to the murder, known as the Cough Up Queen. What a weird name. Lana Sky is 29. Emma Sky is 16. Wait, Detective Gumshoe's 30? Are you kidding me? He looks so old. Oh my god. Wait a second. I'm very close in age to Detective Gumshoe. And I'm not that old, am I? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, damn. I thought he was like 40. Oh, no. The police department, huh? I've only been to the criminal affairs next door. Hold on. What's that? It's the mascot. Yeah, the one that we saw before. Look, full motion. Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? What a creepy thing. Why is Edgeworth only 24? I don't know. Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Gumshoe! Hello! Pal, what are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? He was jamming. At least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm very busy, man, pal. Okay. The case. Undulate. I like that word. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Well, why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She said that she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. I'm guessing that the cops got, like, scolded for, like, faking evidence or something. So, what are you doing here, detective? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs? What? What did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? Yeah, how did you get kicked out? You're like the best detective. I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. What? That's crazy. The lowest ranking person is the chief of detectives? They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you. I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a bit odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Yeah, let's go. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall. I forgot to show you Officer Marshall, Tim. There's another guy here. His name is, I can't even show him here, but there's an officer here. He's a detective. He's a cowboy, like an actual cowboy. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. That's pretty crazy. Let me see if I can go and see the Marshal. If I examine, oh, I can't slide over anymore. Yeah, we'll see him in the trial. Yeah, we'll see him in the trial. Maybe if I show him the evidence. This. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Nice. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. Oh no. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers must be because of the rumors, yeah, that he was talking about before. Do you know this guy? I'm Detective Gumshoe. What can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal. This is a detective ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his ID card a lot. Yeah. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. I mean, he's your coworker, right? Oh, nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Yeah. Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. No, duh. Are you kidding me? That's what I thought. Can you tell us more? He won't. Wait, will he tell us more? Oh, he will. Nice. So this ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's a bit strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? That's a bit weird, considering he was dead. Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for the case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. It's weird. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but what? Word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot, and Lana's confessing as much. That's weird. Let me look at this here. So they added this new feature. Look at this, 3D. Oh, that's so cool. And you can like check evidence now in full 3D. So like I can check this out. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyways? Hey, maybe he spends his weekend roughing it in the woods. Yeah, Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. That's pretty scary. Yeah, look at this. It's so... That's crazy. Why did they wait so long? They were like, okay, here's the first 4 episodes of this game. And now the last episode, we're gonna introduce 3D graphics and full motion cutscenes. That's crazy. I can check this out too. That's sick. Oh, here we go. Evidence. Check this out, there's a metal plate here. Huh, it looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner? Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, it's Von Karma. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. No, you don't. When she says it, his name does have a kind of ring to it. Yeah. There's a nameplate here, so I can zoom in. But I can't move it around. It's an interesting trophy, though. Nah, they be cheap. Let's see this here. Other side doesn't have anything. Investigate. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated on the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple of extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. It just goes to show that you never know what will happen when you run a yellow light. True. True, true, true. Did I investigate everything? Can I, like, check out my badge in 3D? Whoa, cool! That's my number. 26381. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. And I always thought it had a safety pin. Yeah, it's a screw-on kind of thing. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. Well, that's no fun. That's actually pretty cool, how you have like a identifier badge. This is cool. All right, is there anything else I could talk to him about, or do I have to like present evidence? I think I'm gonna present this. Present. The knife. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with a knife. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean, wait, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Anything else? Edgeworth's troubles. Yeah, he's in a tough spot again. Again. Yeah, after the whole murder case. Yeah, the murder of the defense attorney. Yep. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with the witnesses. Nothing outright, but there's always been, always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering, they're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department's higher ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say that the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to, prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing it for all of us. That's crazy. Okay. Let's go back. Can you explain to me... Wait, he's not here. Oh, he's gone. Okay, so Edgeworth is not here. So let's go to the detention center. She's not here either. My office. I already talked to her. What else do I do? I already presented everything. Present the knife. That's... Present this. Found the Mr. Edgeworth's car stabbed. Okay, yep. Yep. Yeah, we already talked all about that. There's nothing else I can do here except examine. Here we go. It's about time we talk to the lunch lady. Yeah. I was wondering about that. The dancing blue badger. It's my masterpiece. You made it. It's beautiful. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. That's pretty cool. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies. That's pretty cool. Poor blue badger, fated to dance until he drops. That's cool. Why is that evidence? And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling this case? We met the guy who is, what's his name? The guy in the parking lot. Yeah, Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall is just a regular officer. Then why is he dressed up like a cowboy? From West LA. Oh, that makes sense. Everyone knows people from LA dress that way. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try and make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. What does that say? I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and no one will look at you twice, pal. True. Act like you belong. Let me investigate this. What does that say? Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus, $20. What a sad bonus. I think a couple zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. $20. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Yeah, $20. That's like nothing. That's so sad. There it is. Look, it's beautiful. I love that thing. Okay, let's go back to the office or the underground parking. February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lots. Looks like the investigator is still going. Or investigation? I'll have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Ah, it's the lunch lady. Oh, still here? Ah, hello. Why the surprised look? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? She's two-timing. And here's a cowboy. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. And he drinks on the job. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. He's from LA. I understand. The victim. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who's lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. I know, tribe leader more than a cowboy? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Marshall, what about you? There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who lost their... Okay, yeah, he won't say anything. Okay, yeah, he won't say anything until I show him the letter. Take that! Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right into the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Oh, that old cow dog? Huh. He's holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction. It says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Yeah, letter of invitation. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves that it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. I guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Oh yeah, he's not a detective. He's just some patrol guy. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self. Police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction crumpled and discarded. Just threw it away. Okay, then we can finally slide over. Good. Phone. Looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest that this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it would belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Yes, check it out. Right. Let's check it out. I'm not doing that. It's going by itself. Here we go. There's a blue button, a nice strap. I'm gonna click on the blue button. Boop. Huh. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know things about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Wait, he's still young. He's like 24. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Yeah, let's press the redial button. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Beep. Jam. Hey, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Beep. Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed the redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyways? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? It belongs to the chief prosecutor. It belongs to chief prosecutor's prospector. Prospector? Yeah, he calls prosecutors prospectors. Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the scene of the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call somebody. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtunes. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. She tried to call me? What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone, a wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot for you they shoot you for that in Texas, partner. I don't know how to read. Uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone. Property of Lana Sky. Last call made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. Yeah, but like she straight up called me. That's weird. What a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know? I see the series is popular as ever with the kids. Yeah, she straight up called me. Hold up, open up the phone. And then press the redial screen. Damn, I pressed the wrong button. I don't know how to like shift the phone. Oh, I can just do this. Okay, never mind. Here we go, that makes my life a lot easier. There we go. Push. No need to push this again. What's wrong? You look like I do during finals. Never mind, it's nothing. So, yeah, so she ended up calling me based off of what they were talking about. That's interesting. Okay, let's investigate the A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Yeah, true. Other cars. Truck. B block is through there. That's where the visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design of the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. I mean, that's kind of cannibalism, isn't it? Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Yeah, cow eating meat. Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Oh, don't think about it. Don't think about it. This rope. Is it? Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait. The victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. No. No. You gotta be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Yeah. Car. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. 675-12-2. Look, something's written on it. Yeah, 675-12-2 Goodman. You're right. Let's see. Oh no, that's an S. Okay, 67S-12-2. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for detective reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Okay, interesting. Let's take a look at it. I can only do that. Okay. That's weird. Interesting notes. What about the rest of the car? This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. Okay, so that might be why they unlocked the car. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Yeah, not fair. Is there anything else? No, I don't see anything else. What's throwing me off is I see 1 and I see 3, but where's 2? I don't see 2 at all. Okay, I've done everything I can here. Let me talk to him. The victim. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little bit more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there? Now, Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star. 1 stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Cool. 1 knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. That means he died at like 5:30. Why wouldn't they just say 5:30? Because, hey, wait, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m.? That means he could have died at like 2:30, right? Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common, so that's even more suspicious. They apparently worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the Chief Prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot. So it seems, like calling an unnamed man to a shootout at high noon. Or unarmed man. Marshall. So I don't mean to any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detective till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now. How can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, Dodo. Yeah, that's really odd, because Detective Gumshoe has nothing to do. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of the cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, he doesn't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out from the investigation? That sucks. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill wind, something's up to something here, but who? Office atmosphere. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth has been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and raging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors that we were talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits, untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina, Chief Prospector Lana Skye. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. So what you're saying is Edgeworth was making deals to win trials. Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? That's weird. So how well are we doing, Mr. Wright? We're not doing too well. We got some clues, but yeah, and we have an autopsy report. So you think we'll be okay? No, probably not. Lana confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that she said that she did it to protect Edgeworth because there's already rumors going around, like really bad rumors going around about him, and she didn't want him to, didn't want any more rumors to go around about him, so she confessed. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's a jam. It's a certified jammer. Beep. It's a Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. So she called her. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, she called you. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Cell phone updated. Property of Lana Skye. Last call she made to her sister, Emma. Okay. Interesting. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe, I don't know. I still don't know everything that went on here. Yeah. To be continued. All right, I want to go to trial. Let's go. Let's do the trial. At least the first day of the trial. February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Hello. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me. No matter what the outcome, I'm ready to accept my fate. Yeah, she's so willing to just accept her fate. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. I always believe. The defendant is called to the trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia, but there's one decisive difference between you and her. Let me see, and that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Let's go. My first trial without a Faye helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there, so I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do this, Mr. Wright. No, I have Emma. Yeah, she'll help me. 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lena Sky. The defense is ready, and the prosecution has been ready for a while. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I still haven't been in a courtroom since this trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of today's proceedings, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path that I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is not in our hands, not those of anyone else. Welcome back, Tip. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Yeah, Edgeworth was our enemy. Yeah, he's so much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime, a professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand. The lunch lady, the cough-up queen. Hello. Real ones still remember Von Karma. Yeah, haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar. I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. And for you, I have a Fiesta Bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir? You ordered the fingerprints lunchbox. It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. Yeah, she brought all this food. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? That's weird. Name, profession, now. He's getting pissed. Me, the name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. Prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry up! Eat it! Oh, we're very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. Is she a cop? Huh? What exactly does that mean? Is she a cop? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police? She was a cop? She was a first-rate homicide detective. Are you kidding me? That's even worse. Miss Star was a detective? That's so bad against us. Aha! I know who you are. Cough up Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star. Just who is this lady? Yeah, who is this person? If I may have the court's attention over here. Okay, cool. Here we go. The parking lot of the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. There's A block and B block. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel, and then B block is for the visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces. Yep. The crime took place in the car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went on to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Watashi desu. Even the judge is stuttering. Yeah. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright, yeah, it does seem cut and dry. I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. No! Wait, why are they talking? Are they talking about me? They're all against me. That's crazy. Witness's account. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuitions at work. Dude, that looks brutal. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Well, I already found the discrepancy there. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching. Huh. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. There is room for doubt because the knife has no prints. So get out of here. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife being... Wait, the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. It's just a flesh wound. You may cross-examine the witness. The first thing I want to do... Can I look at profiles? Oh, I can't see. Wounded on her right hand. I'm trying to remember. Did she wear gloves? If she wore gloves, there would be no prints. And they would call me out on that. Witness's account. Okay. Here we go. Present. There's no knife. Wait, there's no prints. No! No! But there's no prints on the knives. Ah, that sucks. Okay, I'm gonna press on that. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say it was the blade about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well-versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. If I press on that, she's going to talk more about the car. By garish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife was... Oh, it was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed it was. It feels like they're just dragging his name through the dirt right now. Yeah. Huh, what an odd case this is. And the person you saw... Are you sure it was a defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. We're dealing with Edgeworth here. I need something more substantial than that. Can you tell us about what the suspect was doing when you saw her? Okay. Sense something was wrong. What are you talking about here? Sense something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means, yeah. same. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim, Bruce Goodman, also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. A young cheese. A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the street. A greenhorn. Ah, then I must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as a tack. Well, what the odor of an old cheese to match. Yeah, in any case, during the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. That's weird. And who is your boyfriend? Tell me. This boyfriend. He's the detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? You have several? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet other boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches thing. I thought he was gonna say, yes, please. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. Then why were you in B block? It's on the second level where you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring those your lunch boxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. Okay. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. Why do you say that? Basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods were ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whims, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro. As you know, my testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well. We're kind of boned. So I did that one. I pressed on that. I pressed on that. Pressed on that. Gotta press on this one. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop the crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point, yeah. If you saw the knife go up, unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late. Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright, we can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Yeah, it's pretty good. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. I already pressed her enough, though. Let me check the floor plans here. Yeah, she would be able to see through the chain link fence. So, yeah, she would be able to see. Huh. Wait a second. Through the wire fence. Okay, I was gonna say, oh, how could you see if you were delivering food to your boyfriend here in the security room? There's a wall. You wouldn't be able to see, but she was over here. Yeah, she was in B block. Okay. I need to see what I got. Phone call, the memo. Death due to loss of blood, 1 knife wound. Died within an hour. Work of art. Record of parking. Entered a lot at 5:12. The murder weapon, usually in Edgeworth's toolbox. Trace of the victim's blood. No prints. Huh. I'm stuck. Holding a knife in her right hand, then she thrust the pointy end of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Okay, that doesn't throw anything. Holding a knife in her right hand. I already presented a knife. There's nothing else I can do with that. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a Garrus car. That checks out too. When I sent something, perhaps it was yeah, that's nothing. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. Somehow, I'm kind of stuck. I'm really stuck. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck. Brought down the murder weapon. Oh, I'm stuck. I don't know. Somehow I always knew this day would come. Let me press on this again. But look out for any red. The security guard room is in the lots in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be on the room. Yep. Incidentally, did you bring your lunch boxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed a crime. I have no idea what I have to show here. Parking stub. Because when I look at the parking lot floor plans, she would be able to see from B block 100%. Dude, I'm really stuck. What do I do? Cell phone, 5:18 of the day of the murder. Death due to loss of blood. One knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. A garish car is Edgeworth's car. It looks very garish, ugly car. ID card found at the prosecutor's office. Crime scene. I press. I'm stuck. How transparent is the wire fence to see stuff on the opposite side? It was pretty transparent. Like I could see cars. Oh my goodness, I'm like stuck. Let me go back. I'm gonna press on this one. How did you know? How did you know? Abhorrence of crime. Let's see. Uninformed opinion is duly noted. I still think that's funny. He's just like, yeah, your thing duly noted. Okay. Okay. So I pressed her on that. She was fired. Okay. I'm trying to think. The only thing I can think is holding a knife in her right hand. Hold up. I already pressed on all of this though. That's the issue. Security guard room, A block. Second level, you can see everything. Security sign. She was in B block. Press on this. I'm trying to find anything. Mr. Edgeworth's car. Yep. Yep, they're talking about it. Person you saw, are you sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. Oh, okay. I just had to press around everything else. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. Huh? I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Ah, I'm so hungry. I wish I had food. That was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. Could you cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to a lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Dude, this is horrible. Are you kidding me? This is so bad. This is horrible. A photograph? You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap. I took a photo. This is absolutely horrible. In fact, nah, this case might be close. Yeah, that's insane. One of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. Huh. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Yeah, we're screwed. We're boned. Crime photo. We're boned. That is unmistakably Lana Skye. So what was the defendant doing at this time? Holding a knife in her right hand. Hold up. I need to look at that photo again. Photographed the moment of the crime. I mean, she's not really holding a knife in that. I'm trying to think. She's not really holding a knife. Still, that jacket though, that is caked in blood. Hold on, I'm like grasping. Hold up. Is this right? The music stopped. And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Skye stab the victim with the knife. As I already said, yes. I swear on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Yeah, where's the knife? Where's the knife? Ahem. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. He didn't even yell it. That was the weakest objection ever. Yeah, it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. Objection! Objection! And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stain on Chief Prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you gonna sit there and just take this kind of abuse? Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna say objection. I'm gonna object. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the photo the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. but I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Dude, she's throwing around keywords that can get her locked up. Premeditated. How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, those are gloves. Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? We're cooked. If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Yeah, we're cooked. Oh, we're cooked. No. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned and the rubber gloves prove it. Hold up. Murder weapon. I'm gonna press. Press it. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. Oh no, how are you supposed to defend this? I'm stuck. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Ugh. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. This is really bad. She got them thinking it was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. We took too many flesh wounds. You said that before. Okay, if I can prove that it wasn't premeditated, then prove that it wasn't premeditated. Taken phone. She called her sister. Memo. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Work of art. Entered. The murder weapon. Maybe Lana was covering up for someone? I don't know. I'm trying to think. No prints. Edgeworth's toolbox. So, in my head, the knife... This is my train of thinking. If we have to prove that she's what's it called? That she didn't premeditate. She didn't have the knife. The knife just showed up. Yeah, the knife showed up in the car. It was in his toolbox. Yeah, it was in his toolbox. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell boxed lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon? The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? Yeah, they're trying to... The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder. How did she plan for the knife being in the car? And that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Yeah, see? Oh, the knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. What if the knife wasn't in there? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. True. Yeah. Oh no, so dramatic. Order. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister is as good as free. Not yet. What do you want, Edgeworth? Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. How did you read my mind? Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. Or premeditated. She still did it. Yeah, the only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. Huh. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing that the prosecution needs to prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she be wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. Okay. What if she stole Edgeworth's knife in advance or in the first place? No, it was found in the car. That's the thing. My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. Okay, tell me everything. Here we go. Sweet. Brand new. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. We told you to keep it to the facts, and you immediately break that. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure that the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Lies! It was one knife wound. One knife wound. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound like a premeditation, doesn't it? So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? Yes. I would kill for some pizza right now. Like she stole the knife, used it as a weapon, and put it back in Edgeworth's car. That's the thing. Like, Edgeworth showed up at like 12, like 5:12, and the murder happened at 5:15. So she wouldn't know that the knife was in there at all. So, like, I think that's the crux of the issue. But this is an easy cross-examination, though. This is very easy. She didn't see the knife. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I got it. Right here. To plunge the knife in again and again. Well, he died from one knife wound, so get out of here. Objection. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. Delicious. Let me eat it. I'm afraid that moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. Oh, she's pissed. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. Oh, he's actually like helping me out. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Ah, aha, you're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. That was me. What a hunk, he's my hero, really. But what about me? I'm the one who objected. Well, witness, you got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I've always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood, but now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying that you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. And tell me what you saw, tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. Okay. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the scene was. Huh? Her red muffler? Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck, so she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. She's right. Yeah, she wears the red muffler. Red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. Oh, God. For a bib. A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like a kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Is it our chance? Chance for what? Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Hold up. She's not wearing her scarf in this photo. Yeah. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. Her short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax in it, and even a really short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. No. Okay. Her red muffler, I'm gonna present the photo. Because she's not wearing her muffler in the photo. There's no muffler. Look at it. So, objection! Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. Huh? The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Oh, he's bullying her now. No, Edgeworth, stop bullying. He's bullying her. And he's stealing my objections to say what I'm going to say. That's insane. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. Stop stealing my thunder! And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. That was my objection, though. You gotta chill, man. But there was a scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. Yeah. Whether or not she did see it. Yeah, his sister stabs the victim, yeah. This next testimony might be the moment of truth. Here we go. Apprehending the suspect. I mean, she was in B block, so she had to run all the way back to A block. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. Yeah, we saw that partition. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape. Wait, the chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Starr, resistance is futile. That doesn't make any sense to me because she had enough time to make a call. I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Starr. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with the details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Okay, I need some clarification. Suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught up to her and arrested her on the spot. Here you go. So where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means the wall next to the car. That's right. Yeah, there was a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? Okay. Quickly, I caught her. Okay, wait, you're in B block. Say quickly, were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time, but you were in B block. You have to run around. Maybe I should press her more for details. Yeah, I'm gonna press her. I'd like to see where on the floor plans just to be safe. Yeah, she said she was in B block. She was a visitor and thus was parked in B block, so you witnessed the murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Star? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. No, you can't. It went up to the ceiling. Amazing. The cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete, indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. And the fence went up to the ceiling. Or actually, no. Yeah, it was 9 feet tall. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Press! She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyways, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word? So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean. I'm gonna ask further. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately, by memory, it's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see, yeah. She could have climbed that. No, I refuse. That's like 9 feet. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Yeah, there was a phone on the other side. There's an emergency phone on the wall. Yeah, apparently it was out of order, and so she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing. Whatever happened to good testifying? You should, of course, add this to your testimony. The things I do to please the rookie defense attorney. The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma on that time. Okay, cool. I saw it all, how she tried to use the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. Resistance is futile. Okay. Let me press on this. Okay, here we go. Chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind a partition. She picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled out her own cell phone out of her pocket. And that's when she climbed the fence? My God, she's quick. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. And then I boldly grabbed her arm. The chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this. What is it, Mr. Wright? To use your cell instead. I'm gonna present the phone because, oh man. And you saw her doing this. No, there's no way she could have seen that she was trying to use the phone on the wall. Because when you check here, there's a wall here. So how can she be using the telephone? So I'll present this. Yeah. There's no way she could have seen the phone. I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky. Objection! The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought that you would be my knight in shiny armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Star, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? Huh, I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. The cough-up queen. Let's look at this floor plan. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't have possibly seen Miss Sky making that phone call. Yeah, true. There's a wall there. You said there was a wall. I believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. Yeah, she's called the cough-up queen because when she was a detective, she made all of her criminals and the suspects cough up the goods. So like cough up, as in like confess. Indeed, if you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. What? What? I love how they take damage. Order, what is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She is not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies! That's good. Objection! That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness had told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... where she saw it? The order of... No, not the order of events. What she saw. I want to say where she saw it. Because I don't think... That makes sense. That makes sense. I don't think she saw the crime from... I don't think she saw the crime from B block. I think she saw it from the security room. I think she was up here. That's the only way she could have made it to her to stop her. So she was trying to see from here, but she can't see past the wall. So I think she lied about where she saw it. This guy tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is this? What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. Pointless to lie. I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location. Yes, she saw it from the security room. A different location. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever seen or heard one. Objection! Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we heard until now points in one direction. The place where she witnessed the crime from the security room. Right here. This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room. Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It is built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. She was visiting her boyfriend. Yeah, the witness not being part of the prosecutor's office couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch for your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today a man has gotten the better of Angel Starr. I mean, you lied. That's lying in court. Witness, what have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails by lying. So you failed. The guilty. Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said that she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Yeah, true. True. Exactly. This photograph tells all. This doesn't make any sense. This is an old photograph then. This photograph tells all. It was a defendant who stabbed the victim. The truth still stands. It doesn't stand because she said she took a photo at the scene of the crime. It doesn't make sense. It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without good reason. So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Yeah. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and she said that she saw it from B block. She lied because she wanted to tie the photograph to her testimony. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? The angle of view to the crime, the distance to the crime, the difference in lighting. The angle of view to the crime. The distance to the crime. Yeah, I would say the angle of view because of the photo. Yeah. Why the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change. The angle? What do you mean? Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and she would have sort of had a more 3D view of the crime, and this is important. Why? Look at the photo! The photo! No! No! Oh, Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Okay. She said that she lied. Vital difference. Distance to the crime? A difference in lighting? Bro, what are you doing, Phoenix? Distance to the crime? Oh no, it would have to be the distance from the crime then, because she lied about climbing the fence. She couldn't have gotten there that quickly. So she... Oh, I actually don't know. Vital difference. Why did she lie and said that she was here and not here? Yeah, I thought I was gonna bring up the photo, saying, yeah, if she said that she took this photo, it doesn't make any sense. I would say distance to the crime. I still have 3 chances, so let's go. Distance to the crime. It changes the distance between her and the crime scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at this floor plan is quite clear. The distance between the car and 30 feet. Objection! Objection! What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take for her to reach the scene of the crime. Huh, Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take for you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness, you... Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? That looks delicious, actually. The quality of my lunches have gone from low to inedible. No, you can eat that. It's delicious. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with my fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Cool. And then she went down the stairs. Before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene, but the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Dude, she must have been like dead sprinting. Just sprinting as fast as she can. So I had to go through the visitors parking in Block B. That's quite a detour. Yeah, she was sprinting. Okay, I'm just imagining her just like Terminator running or something. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes. This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Stop trying to bribe him. Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. I think I have evidence to stop it because she said you took this photo right after. I do. Objection. Objection! Yep. 5 minutes between witnessing the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in the amount of time if you like al dente. I got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. He did. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Carbonara, all types of pasta. Well then, it seems we come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Bias. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on the account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close, it was. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. I knew she was gonna do something like that. Squid wheels. Yes, delicious. That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. Prove it! What was that? Is this another one of their tricks? Yeah. We have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Star. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Triple decker. Out of the deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. No! Send her away! Decisive evidence. You won't be disappointed. Okay. What is she gonna try and do? Decisive evidence. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched the type of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. Oh, that's pretty bad. And how did you have the shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Oh no. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? That's crazy. Simple. As I already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. Yeah, get it out of here. Get it out of here. What? Yeah, get it out of here. You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Yup. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, he's pissed. Is that right? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. Yeah, she's a manizer. Should at least study some evidence law. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty is properly judged. Victim shoe added to white enamel shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Skye. Very well, you must cross-examine the witness. I need to see the evidence. The photo. Dude. Amateur. She was not wearing that shoe. Are you kidding me? Nope. I'm gonna present. It's not the shoe. Get out of here. Dude, she's blatantly lying to everyone and forging evidence. Unfortunately for you, the shoe is far from being perfect evidence. What? This shoe directly contradicts what we know about the crime. The shoe doesn't fit. Yeah, she held the court hostage just to lie.
Objection!
Don't object. You're claiming that there's a contradiction with the shoe? Yep. As I said, the shoe doesn't fit what we know about the scene of the crime. Very well. Let's hear about what Mr. Wright has to say about this shoe. What about this shoe contradicts what we know about the crime? Show us the problem with this evidence. It's the entire damn shoe. Wait, do I have to like look at it? Dude, it's the entire damn shoe. It's white. Yeah, I'm just gonna present the color. The problem with this evidence is here. Where? Take that finger and point it at your own head. No! Waste of time. No! Wait a second. Maybe I was going about this the wrong way. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay, present. It's the... Oh, no. No! Did I present it on the wrong thing? Okay, I have to present the photo. It's this. Yeah. Yeah, it's this. It has to be this. I'm kind of boned though because it's only like one more. Like literally just one more. Okay. I think it's the from the photo. I try to say it's the color of the shoe that doesn't match, but the other thing I saw on the photo was there's blood on the bottom of the shoe, and that doesn't make any sense because there's no blood in the photo. So it has to be this. Present. There we go. Problem is, lies in the footprint. The footprint. Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't there any bloody footprints found on the scene of the crime? He's going a little bit too deep on it. I would have been like, the shoe color doesn't match in the photo. As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. Objection. This picture only shows part of the floor that could have been bloody footprints. I've been there. Then where are they, Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and we found nothing of the sort. True. She's a liar. She's a dirty liar. Well, witness, what? Going great, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction, but then we have to ask, why wasn't there a footprint? There was no footprints because it wasn't there. Oh man. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I don't know. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? Hold it. Is he gonna help me? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint of the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? What is he talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside and kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this woman. Okay. Oh, is he gonna say that the oil drum washed away? No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that. No, it was full. It's full of water. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth, though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor of the belt. Slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Well, witness, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over was brimming with water. Water? Still don't get it? It washed away. She knocked it over to wash away the blood. To erase the blood stains. That doesn't make any sense. Because after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. That reminds me Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Do something, please. What can I do? But what am I gonna do? Enough. There's no need to further debate the verdict, Your Honor. Very well. Angel Star is on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. No, I'm boned. Hold it. Her? Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you just say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution side? Yes, you did. Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing bloody footprints. Well, oh, she's not gonna let that slide. I thought you had your fill, and here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox, a lunchbox called evidence. Evidence? Something else? Objection! Stop! Giving evidence, the time for deliberations has passed. Any further comments and you'll be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare me. The cough-up queen. Look at this! A photograph? I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. Oh, I thought it belonged to her. See, no room for evidence. Wait! The asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt. Wait. Check. Oh, that's kind of bad. That's kind of bad. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help at all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning, and it seems this is what your sister wanted anyways. No! I'm sorry, Mia. Right, what or not? Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Huh? Get yourself off the asphalt, take another good look. Don't give up, not until the bitter end. Don't give up! This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. Objection! The judge is like, please let me talk. Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? The judge is like, please let me do my job. Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. The trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right, are you saying there's a problem with the latest piece of evidence? Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I gotta go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph. Dude, I don't know. What's the problem? The shoe? No, you see the blood on the shoe. There's water here. This, I'm guessing. What is this? Oh, I don't know. I only have one chance. I'm gonna say this. This is the only thing, honestly, like out of everything, this is the only thing that stands out. Why is there like a napkin in here? Take that. The problem is in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no traces of a muffler or scarf. Wait, however, I see no traces of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also a part of a car or motorcycle. Of course, yeah. Just think of it as a part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see, and... what's that suspicious looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with the case? No, it does. Because why is that thing sticking out of the car if he just drove the car? Objection! Yeah. Because Edgeworth just drove his car. Sorry, Miss Car. It's not going to be that easy. In fact, you already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. Yeah, she was like, muffler. Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth and the muffler is related to the case. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lana's cell phone. The word muffler. Yeah, it's this. Present. There we go. Congrats, Miss Star. Hopefully she gets like in trouble for lying to the court this much. Recall your testimony for the court, because she said she heard muffler. Yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's why. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Ugh. Ugh. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means the piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh. Whoa. Put her in jail. Lock her up. Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings we survived. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any questions unanswered, here we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the scene of the crime inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Whew, that was close. But we made it. At least for now. Yeah, we survived. That's all that matters. The court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. 30 minutes? That's it? To be continued. Oh boy. 30-minute recess. That's pretty crazy. Let's save. Time to eat Taco Bell. Dude, I still have to cook. Even though it's like super late. But I think I'm done for today. Honestly. Let me quit out of the game, play some music. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm done for today. Mostly because I gotta wake up hella early tomorrow. And I still have to cook because I'm gonna be at work the entire day. I don't know what I'm gonna cook though. I have rice. I have salmon. So I'll probably just make rice and flake some salmon. That's a good case. Not too complicated. It was hella complicated to me, man. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I was just lucky most of the time, but yeah. But tomorrow I'm gonna be playing some Metal Gear Solid, so it's gonna be like, I'm not sure when I'm gonna be back from work, but I think I should be able to stream normal time. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid tomorrow, and then on Thursday we're gonna play some Oblivion, and I forgot what else we're gonna do. I think it's Oblivion and Hitman. Yeah, Hitman, because the 17th is when all the Sakura stuff comes out, so I'll be doing Hitman first, and then we'll play Oblivion. And then Friday we're doing Hitman and more Ace Attorney. And then on Saturday, I think it's Oblivion and Question Mark. So the Question Mark, I need to see what I'm gonna do. Maybe do that book reading kind of thing, but who knows? Aside from that, thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. And I'm gonna send you guys off somewhere. Bloodborne, perhaps. Bloodborne, maybe. So I'm gonna see here. Who is streaming today? So Sorin is streaming. Cinnamon Twitch is streaming. Let's see. I'll probably send you guys over to Cinnamon Twitches. It's been a long time, so let me send you guys over there. But I'll see you guys tomorrow with some Metal Gear Solid. I'm actually really pumped for Metal Gear Solid, like really pumped, because I want to keep going. But aside from that, thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. See ya.